Maybe it's late and you're winding down for the night. Or maybe you just love falling asleep to the quiet beauty of nature and space. Either way, you're in the right place. Tonight, we're drifting beneath one of Earth's most magical phenomena, the Northern Lights. We'll explore what causes their flowing colors, why they shimmer only in certain parts of the world, and the hidden science that turns solar winds into dancing ribbons of green and red. If these peaceful journeys help you relax, I'd love for you to subscribe and join us again. Now, take a deep breath. Let your thoughts slow. Let your curiosity wander. And together, let's follow the soft glow of the aurora across the sleeping sky. As we look up at the mesmerizing dance of the auroras, it's easy to feel a sense of wonder, a kind of childlike awe at nature's beauty. But what is it that sets the sky aglow? This spectacular phenomenon starts with the sun, a celestial body that's not just a source of light, but also a powerful engine, constantly churning out a stream of charged particles known as the solar wind. Picture this. Right now, billions of particles are floating away from the sun, spiraling outward in a cosmic ballet that carries them billions of kilometers into space. Now, imagine Earth as a vibrant bubble floating in this expansive universe. Our planet is surrounded by a magnetic field, a protective cocoon that acts like a shield, keeping most of those solar wind particles at bay. However, the magic happens near the polar regions, where Earth's magnetic field lines gracefully curve down into the atmosphere. It's like a roller coaster ride for the solar particles. They spiral along these magnetic pathways, accelerating toward the Earth's surface. These particles ascend to impressive heights, ranging from about 100 to 300 kilometers above the planet. Envision yourself at that elevation, drifting above the clouds, where the air is thin and the ambience is ethereal. Suddenly, those charged particles collide with the atoms present in our atmosphere, primarily oxygen and nitrogen. It's at this moment, during these high-energy encounters, that something extraordinary happens. The atoms become energized, excited by the impact. Have you ever seen a child jump up after a thrill, bubbling with energy? Imagine those atoms doing something akin to that. They're excited, restless. But just like us, they can't maintain that energy forever. Eventually they calm down, and in doing so, they release light as a beautiful form of energy return. The colors that burst forth, painting the night sky, come from our very own atmospheric ingredients. At lower altitudes, oxygen generates a soft, vibrant green glow, one that can mesmerize even the most stoic onlookers. As you gaze up, soaking in that serene green light, know that it's coming from those excited oxygen atoms finding their balance. Then, as we rise higher into the atmospheric depths, the same oxygen atoms can create a deeper, rich red hue, almost like a fine wine glowing in the twilight. And let's not overlook nitrogen. This often overlooked contributor transitions the cosmic display into a dazzling tapestry of pinks and purples, weaving intricate patterns especially noticeable at the fringes of the auroras and in the swift-moving rayed structures. One moment, you might see a gentle wave of purple lapping at the edges, and the next, the vibrant pinks burst forth, imbued with a sense of motion that draws you into their fleeting beauty. Every shade and shimmer is a gentle afterglow of energy, the universe's quiet gift to us. These colors pulse and swirl, sometimes forming curtains or arcs, leaving behind a fleeting symphony of light that dances across the canvas of the night sky. Observing an aurora is more than just watching a sky show. It's a personal reminder of the intricate connections we share with nature and the cosmos. It's an invitation to reflect on the energy that surrounds us, that flows through us, and that connects every heartbeat to the pulsating rhythm of the universe. So the next time you find yourself mesmerized by the sky's stunning display, take a moment to appreciate not just the beauty, but the physics, the exquisite interplay of particles and energy that reminds us how grand and interconnected this universe truly is. It's an experience that transcends the visual. It captures a universal moment of unity, inviting us to look up and understand just a little bit more about the world we inhabit. As the sun dips below the horizon and darkness envelops the Arctic landscapes, a soft, shimmering band of color begins to awaken above. This dazzling spectacle, the Northern Lights, doesn't just cover the vast sky indiscriminately. Instead, it dances within a defined area known as the auroral oval. Imagine this oval as a delicate crown encircling the poles, not perfectly centered on the geographic North Pole, but rather hugging the magnetic pole, a subtle nod to the Earth's magnetic spirit. This crown of light isn't static. It's alive, revealing a personality that shifts and swells with the ever-changing whims of space weather. Think of it like a gentle tide. During the calm nights, it settles comfortably over northern Norway, the serene Finnish Lapland, enchanting Iceland, the rugged beauty of northern Canada, the vast expanses of Alaska, and the ethereal landscapes of Greenland. If you've ever found yourself gazing into the sky in one of these tranquil places, you know the feeling. It's as if the universe is sharing its most cherished secret, whispering tales of wonder as the colors begin to unfurl. But stay tuned, because when the sun becomes a bit more active, the auroral oval stretches, reaching further south, like an eager host inviting more friends to the party. It's during these geomagnetic storms that those who live in more temperate regions, who might not typically be privy to this celestial show, get a glimpse of the lights waltzing across their evening sky. Picture it, the excitement rippling through towns typically untouched by the aurora, as citizens step outside, bundled up against the chill, their breaths visible in the cold air, eagerly scanning the sky for that first flicker of green. This ebb and flow of the auroral oval is a reminder that the universe is ever watchful, responding to the solar winds that swirl through the cosmos. When the solar activity peaks, the auroral oval widens, inviting more adventurous spirits and curious eyes to witness the spectacle. Images of vibrant greens and swirling purples can light up the skies over cities unaccustomed to the dance of the lights. It's a transformational moment that feels almost magical. Conversely, during the quieter solar phases, the ring of lights narrows, retreating back toward the poles, almost as if it's tucking itself in, saving its show for the remote and deserving places. It's a gentle lullaby sung by the cosmos, a reminder to appreciate the stillness and beauty of those moments when the auroras concede the stage, returning once again to their quiet dominion. As you think of this aurora oval, imagine it as a living, breathing entity that reflects not only the activity of the sun, but also the quiet journeys of countless souls who seek to witness its beauty. Each shimmering flare and delicate swirl tells a story of wonder, stories that connect us across time and space. So, whether you find yourself standing under its glow, buttoned up in the freezing cold, or watching through a screen from the comfort of your home, know that you are part of something much larger, something that links earthbound hearts with the unseen forces of the universe. It's this rhythmic dance between calm and chaos, between expansion and retreat, that captivates us and invites us to witness the sheer majesty of the auroras. Whether you've been lucky enough to see them once or dream of that moment, the auroral oval stands as a beautiful reminder that no matter how far from the poles we might be, the wonders of the cosmos are, at times, just a stretch away. As we step into the world of colors that calm the soul, let's begin with the gentle embrace of green. Picture this: a meadow, vibrant yet soft, the color that feels like a deep breath after a long day. Green is like a friend that wraps you in a sense of tranquility. It's not just any green. It's the lush hue that can be traced back to oxygen swirling around 100 to 150 kilometers up in the atmosphere. It's the color of life, growth, and renewal, a shade that instills peace as you take in the expansive beauty of nature. Now let's move higher up, where the atmosphere changes and transforms the landscape above our heads. As we ascend, the air becomes thinner, which allows another color to emerge, a deep, rich crimson. This dim red hue paints the tops of clouds like the finest wine spilling into a crystal glass, hinting at the majesty of the skies right before dusk. It's a color that can feel intimate and stirring, as if the universe is sharing its secrets with those who take a moment to gaze upward. Imagine looking up at a sunset, feeling that warmth on your face, and knowing that this beautiful crimson is a dance of light and gas, a fleeting moment that is both breathtaking and calming. As we explore these high altitudes further, we meet an intriguing interplay of elements. Nitrogen takes the stage next, masterfully mixing in cool notes of violet and pink alongside our dear friend crimson. There's something ethereal about these delicate violet rays shooting through the evening air, especially when seen from such heights. It's as if the sky has chosen to paint with the softest brushes, wrapping its canvases in pastel tones that can soothe the mind and invigorate the spirit at the same time. In a way, every sunset becomes a reminder that life, like these colors, is a balance, a momentary play where high energy meets gentleness. Then we engage with a breathtaking phenomenon where the colors converge. Picture the scene. The lower edges of clouds flare white, a brilliant burst as the colors blend and mingle, creating a visual symphony of calm. It's like witnessing the closing notes of a beautiful symphony, where each color is another instrument playing in harmony. The mingling shades are not merely pigments of the sky. They convey a dialogue happening between atoms and the encompassing night. There's beauty in that conversation, in the way each element and altitude reveals its unique energy. This slow conversation between atoms in the night is something we can all relate to. Think back to moments where you've been completely enveloped in the beauty of a sunset, standing still and allowing your senses to absorb the colors and emotions surrounding you. It's a gentle reminder that while life can be fast-paced, these natural wonders beckon us to pause and reflect. Every color we've explored, that soft meadow green, the deep wine red, the cool violet, and the vibrant white, are more than mere visuals. They are experiences, tangible reminders of the world's ability to evoke emotion and calm. Each hue contributes to a greater narrative, a story told through light and atmosphere. So next time you find yourself outside, maybe waiting for the sun to dip below the horizon, take a moment to look up. What do you see? The colors above are not just part of the scenery, they are part of you. They whisper the stories of the universe and remind us of the peace we can find in the simplest of moments. Embrace these colors of calm. Let them resonate within you, and discover your own peaceful narrative woven throughout the skies above. As dusk settles, the world around you begins to calm. The hustle of daily life fades away, and you find yourself outside under a velvet sky. In this quiet solitude, you look up and see a shimmering arc stretching from horizon to horizon, a tranquil seam of light painted across the night. This is the aurora, and it often begins its enchanting display like a graceful whisper. For those lucky enough to witness it, the initial sight can be ethereal and captivating. Picture this. You're standing in the crisp air, your breath forming tiny clouds. The gentle glow of the arc feels almost intimate, hinting at the magic that lies just beneath its surface. As if sensing your anticipation, the display starts to evolve. Energy builds within the charged particles, streaming through Earth's atmosphere, and that delicate arc begins to ruffle like curtains stirred by a soft breeze. As the show intensifies, the arc folds and scrunches, each wave bursting forth with vibrant colors and textures. It's as if the aurora is a painter at work, crafting a masterpiece before your very eyes. A mesmerizing dance of greens, pinks, and purples swirling together in a captivating choreography. What you're witnessing is not just light. It's a living entity, an artist swirling waves of energy across a cosmic canvas. You might notice, during this transformative phase, fast rays darting into existence like vertical threads, shimmering and darting before fading back into the depths of the night. Each flicker captures a piece of your attention, urging you to lean in closer, to connect with this celestial phenomenon that has captivated humans for millennia. These fleeting beams create an ever-changing tapestry of light that seems to embody the very spirit of the wilderness around you. The energy is palpable, almost electric. And then, as if a spotlight shines down from the heavens, you glance directly overhead. The aurora's energy condenses into a crown of radiant light known as a corona, a breathtaking spectacle that draws your gaze to the zenith above. The perspective lines racing toward a single point creates a mesmerizing illusion, as if you are peering up from the floor of a green cathedral, surrounded by towering celestial pillars made of light. In that moment, time seems to stretch, and the vastness of the universe wraps around you, inviting contemplation and wonder. Each of these forms, curtains, arcs, and crowns, is sculpted by invisible electric currents flowing along Earth's magnetic field. It's fascinating to think about how these unseen forces shape the aurora's fleeting beauty. You, standing there, are part of this intricate dance of nature. The experience transcends mere observation. It's an emotional connection to the cosmos and a reminder of the intricate magic that exists in our world. As the night wears on, the aurora continues to shift, ebbing and flowing, never allowing you to become complacent. There's always something new to see, something more to feel. Whether it's the gentle arc that invites you into its embrace, the ruffled curtains that remind you of joys enhanced by the passing of time, or the radiant corona overhead that sparks you to ponder your place in this universe. The aurora is a powerful reminder of the beauty that exists beyond our daily lives. Each flicker and fold serves as a whisper from the universe, nudging us to look up and appreciate the wonders that surround us. In these moments spent under the aurora, we find not just a display of light, but a sense of belonging and perspective, a reminder that we are part of a larger tapestry woven together by these beautiful auroral forms. So, whether you've seen it once or 100 times, whenever you catch sight of those glowing threads in the sky, take a moment to breathe it all in and feel the wonder wash over you. The aurora is not just a spectacle. It's an experience that transcends the ordinary, inviting us to dream and to reflect as we marvel at this natural phenomenon. Imagine for a moment standing outdoors on a crisp, clear night, perhaps bundled in your warmest jacket and sipping on a hot cocoa. Somewhere above you, within the vast stretch of darkened sky, a light begins to pulse and dance. This isn't just any light. It's the mesmerizing display of the aurora borealis, also known as the northern lights. To fully appreciate this display, we have to understand the unique environment in which it occurs, an environment far removed from our everyday weather experiences. At the very heart of our atmosphere is the troposphere, the lowest layer where the air is tinged with life, where clouds form and storms brew. Here we live and breathe. This is where we experience all our weather phenomena: rain showers, thunderstorms, blizzards, and those delightful sunny days. Above us, however, lies a different realm altogether, the stratosphere, and then up into the mesosphere and thermosphere, where things get truly fascinating. The aurora isn't merely a visual spectacle. It thrives in a realm starting around 100 kilometers up, well above the cruising altitude of commercial jets and far beyond where weather conditions can affect our lives. It's a vast theater of atmospheric interaction, where charged solar particles collide with gas molecules high above, resulting in the vibrant displays of green, pink, and sometimes even red. This is all happening well beyond reach of those ominous storm clouds we're all too familiar with. What's striking about this phenomenon is that while a storm can be raging down here on the ground, a snowstorm swirling and howling in the village beneath, you could be witnessing serene, ethereal beauty above it, as an aurora paints the sky in hues of green. It's almost poetic, isn't it? An isolation of events where life on the surface can be starkly different from the celestial canvas overhead. You might be trudging through the thick snow, feeling the bitterness of biting cold winds, and yet, if you glance upwards, you can find solace in the sight of that radiant green river shimmering above, reminding you of the wonders that exist just out of reach. This stark contrast between the chaos of earthly weather and the tranquil beauty of the aurora provides a unique perspective on our world. It invites us to reflect. No matter how turbulent our immediate surroundings may be, higher up, in that ethereal realm that only a few have the privilege to touch, we find serenity and grandeur. Those moments when the aurora graces the skies can be reminders of nature's thrilling contrasts, a visual symphony that happens above us, completely untethered from terrestrial concerns. And just as we navigate through our own storms, It's easy to forget that there exists this magnificent performance happening miles above our heads, an ever-changing spectacle that can invoke a sense of wonder and awe. When clouds block our view of the stars, perhaps it serves to remind us that behind those veils of gray lies an expansive universe filled with color and light, just waiting for the right conditions to be revealed. Next time you look up and see a clear night sky, think of the altitude, the stage set high above 300 kilometers where so much magic is waiting to unfold. In a world where we are often bound by our surroundings, it's invigorating to acknowledge that somewhere above us, robust and dynamic processes are at play, creating sights that defy our earthly experiences. This is the essence of the aurora, a beautiful reminder that while weather may dictate life below, the universe above dances to a very different tune, a tune that could illuminate even the darkest of nights, while the world beneath continues on with its own rhythms and cycles. Just like life itself, it's a wonderful juxtaposition worth appreciating. As we delve into the magical world of the auroras, there's a captivating phenomenon that often goes unnoticed: the rhythm of the aurora, specifically during substorms. Imagine yourself standing in a frigid landscape punctuated by a glowing sky that begins to hum with energy. In these moments, the aurora doesn't merely dance. It showcases a rhythm, akin to a heartbeat, echoing the planet's own energy cycles. Picture the horizon, tranquil and silent, as the auroral arc forms in an almost ethereal calm. This is the calm before the storm, where nature holds its breath, allowing moments of anticipation to build, much like the quiet preceding a grand symphony. In this serene phase, the vibrant greens and reds can often appear faint, adorned with delicate hues that whisper promises of a spectacular show yet to unfold. Then, without a sign, the arc brightens sharply, as if the universe itself decided it was time for transformation. The pulse quickens. Everything around you seems to resonate with the newfound energy. It's as if the sky is springing to life. This is when the substorm bursts forth, and the whole auroral oval comes alive. It's a breathtaking spectacle, where vivid colors explode across the sky, morphing into rayed structures that reach out like fingers of light, grasping at the dark canvas above. You might find yourself instinctively holding your breath, caught in the moment where the aurora reveals its intense brilliance. Brilliant greens, fiery reds, electric blues, and soft purples collide in a vibrant tapestry that moves with intent. Each hue tells a story, reflecting the energetic dance of particles colliding with Earth's atmosphere, all choreographed in a cosmic ballet that feels almost personal. What's fascinating is the rhythm that follows these displays, as if the aurora itself is breathing in and out. This pulsing can last for a mesmerizing hour, where you might feel each oscillation, your own heartbeat syncing with that of the auroral display. It's a gentle reminder of how interconnected we are to the forces of nature, how the energy stored in Earth's magnetotail, the area of our magnetic field stretched away from the sun, finds its release in the breathtaking light show above us. The substorm cycles can evoke a sense of wonder. Witnessing this natural phenomenon is akin to observing the heartbeat of our planet. It's a dynamic interaction where energy pours down the magnetic field lines, spilling into the polar skies and creating this living performance that leaves us awestruck. In these moments, when the sky erupts into a vibrant display, it feels like time stands still, Imagine sharing that experience with friends or family, pointing toward the sky and sharing in the collective gasps and laughter as the lights shift and change. It becomes a shared memory, one that binds you together through mutual awe and connection to the universe. When the pulsations begin to relax and the brightness dims again, it's almost as if the aurora is tucking itself back in for a moment of rest, winding down from its ecstatic dance. This ebb and flow, this beautiful rhythm of the auroras influenced by the intricacies of solar winds and Earth's magnetic fields, reminds us that even in the most chaotic moments, there can still be grace and beauty. The cycles not only speak to the powerful mechanisms at play in our environment, but can also inspire us to find balance in our own lives, encouraging us to breathe deeply and appreciate the moments of peace entwined with bursts of excitement. So the next time you gaze at a shimmering aurora, allow yourself to be vulnerable to its magic. Experience that slow heartbeat and understand that you are part of this incredible process, a participant in a cosmic cycle that spans beyond the friction of solar wind and magnetosphere. It all intertwines in this breathtaking display of light that carries the pulse of Earth itself. Let's dive into a fascinating concept that sits at the heart of our understanding of space weather: the KP index. This seemingly simple number, ranging from 0 to 9, holds a wealth of information about the state of Earth's geomagnetic field. Whenever space weather events occur, be it solar flares or coronal mass ejections, forecasters use this index to gauge the disturbance levels in our planet's magnetic fields. Imagine a quiet night. The KP index is low, perhaps around 1 or 2. On these calm evenings, the auroral oval, which is the region where the northern and southern lights illuminate the sky, remains bundled up close to the poles. It's almost as if the auroras are hibernating, awaiting more energetic conditions to awaken them. You might gaze up at the stars, feeling that sense of peace, knowing that while the solar wind may be steadily blowing, it's just not strong enough to ripple the magnetic fields far from the poles. But then, as the KP rises, let's say it jumps to a 4 or a 5, the auroras begin to stretch their limbs, edging further south. Imagine standing outside on one of those special nights when KP hits a 6 or 7. The excitement in the air is palpable. The lights don't just flicker, they dance with fervor, casting shades of green, purple, and sometimes even red across the night sky. Think of the KP index as the aurora's tide chart. Just as the ocean experiences rising and falling tides, the auroras pulse in response to disturbances caused by solar activity. When the tide is high, the sea of light surges over the shores, making its way into regions that don't often catch a glimpse of the auroral magic. Those who live closer to the equator, or in regions where auroras are a rare sight, keep an eye on this little number as a guiding light for their own celestial adventures. You don't need to memorize the scale or transform into a scientist overnight to appreciate the beauty that KP reveals. It's understandable if you find yourself distracted by the shimmering display above or wrapped up in the moment. That's perfectly okay. Just tune in to the KP index and let it guide your curiosity and your nighttime pursuits. Whether you're camping with friends, cozying up for a romantic evening under the stars, or simply taking a leisurely stroll in your neighborhood, you can feel the pull of the lights transforming the ordinary into something extraordinary. As KP increases, it's a signal, like a beacon drawing you towards the potential for an unforgettable auroral experience. When forecast reports hint at a KP of 8 or 9, it's almost as if the universe is sending an invitation to step outside and witness nature's most stunning light show. And what's amazing is that you don't need to be in a remote location to behold this spectacle. Even cities far from the poles can occasionally bask in auroral glory during a KP peak. In those moments, when the sky lights up with ethereal curtains of color, remember that it all started with our little friend, the KP index. It serves as a reminder that within the vast complexities of the cosmos, we have the tools to understand and appreciate the beauty of phenomena that stretch far beyond our atmosphere. So, as we continue to explore how to best enjoy the celestial delights overhead, let's stay curious and keep an eye on that KP. After all, you never know when the next opportunity to witness the auroras might come. A simple number can unlock the doors to one of nature's most enchanting experiences. And who knows, you might even find yourself planning that perfect night under the stars, waiting to catch the auroras as they spill forth from their polar homes to paint the heavens. Imagine stepping outside on a clear night, the sky a canvas of possibilities. For many of us, stargazing isn't just a pastime. It's a way to connect with the universe. But did you know that our sun influences that connection through its own rhythm, an approximately 11-year cycle? It's like a celestial lullaby, whispering its secrets to us as it moves from quiet to bustling activity and back to serenity. Join me as we dive deeper into this fascinating cycle of solar activity. During its journey, the sun ebbs and flows in a symphony of silence and noise, just like a musician warming up before a grand performance. At the heart of this cycle is a phase known as solar maximum. Picture it. The once tranquil surface of the sun becomes a flurry of activity, with sunspots popping up across its surface like tiny dark flecks on an artist's palette. These sunspots are not just random. They are the cooler areas on the sun that betray a surge in magnetic activity. As their number increases, we know we are approaching the peak of the solar cycle. With solar maximum comes an exhilarating burst of energy. Solar flares, those intense bursts of radiation, begin to erupt from the sun's surface. It's almost as if the sun is sending sparks of creativity out into the cosmos. These flares can reach energies equivalent to millions of hydrogen bombs detonating at once. The effect? Increased activity in space weather, where solar wind speeds up and coronal mass ejections, CMEs, launch gigantic clouds of charged particles into space. It almost feels like the sun is playing a game of tag with the Earth, its playful energy affecting our planet's magnetic field. If you've ever been lucky enough to witness an aurora, you know how breathtakingly beautiful they are. During the peak of solar activity, these natural light displays become more frequent and are often visible in a wider range of latitudes. They're no longer just confined to the Arctic. Increasingly, the soft waves of green and purple light can dance their way into the skies over regions once thought too far south to catch a glimpse. Suddenly, auroras transform from a rare delight into a common phenomenon, a cosmic show that invites everyone to pay attention and appreciate the beauty of our universe. On the flip side of this energetic crescendo lies solar minimum, where the sun takes a deep breath and settles back into a quieter state. This phase, while still engaging, can feel more subdued. The number of sunspots diminishes, and solar flares become far less frequent, leading to the kind of calm that allows for reflection. But don't be fooled. The magic isn't entirely absent during solar minimum. While auroras are less frequent, they're still possible, emerging like whispered secrets in the dark sky. Those nights might have fewer vivid displays, but the serenity they provide is its own kind of beauty, inviting you to marvel at the stillness of the cosmos. What's fascinating about this solar cycle is how it aligns with our own experiences as Earthlings. Each peak of activity encourages us to gather, explore, and share our awe. We feel inspired to venture outdoors, to look up, to dream bigger. During those quieter times, we can take moments for introspection, finding peace in the darkness as we think about the mysteries of the universe. This ebb and flow of solar activity mirrors our own lives, with times of action followed by necessary periods of rest, a reminder that both phases hold their own essential place in our journey. As we navigate through these cycles, knowing the pattern of solar activity can enhance our stargazing experiences. Apps and websites can help track what phase the sun is in, offering an edge for those lunar explorations or aurora hunts. So the next time you step outside and look up at the expanse of the night sky, remember, you are part of this cosmic metronome. Whether it's the thrill of spontaneous solar activity or the calm of a quiet night under stars, each rhythm of the solar cycle contributes to the collective experience of all sky watchers. Understanding this 11-year journey not only enriches our connection with the sun, but also deepens our appreciation for the vast, intertwined webs of nature and life. Embrace the light and the dark, the noise and the quiet, and let the solar cycles remind you that, like the universe, every phase has its purpose and beauty. As we look into the ever-changing canvas of the night sky, it's important to note that auroras are drawn to darkness. Picture yourself in the crisp autumn air, bundled up against the chill, where the nights stretch longer than during the balmy summer season. In high-latitude regions, it's during these autumn and winter months that the stage is perfectly set for the breathtaking dance of the northern and southern lights. The stillness of the cold, dark nights becomes a canvas where nature paints its most vibrant hues, and it's simply magical. Have you ever found yourself gazing up at the stars in the middle of a quiet night? There's something deeply humbling about being enveloped in the vastness of the universe. This feeling is heightened in places like Scandinavia, Alaska, or parts of Canada, where the deep darkness amplifies every glimmer in the sky. As we transition into autumn, you might be able to feel the excitement building. This is prime time for aurora viewing, as the long, drawn-out nights offer ample opportunity for nature's light show to unfold. Now, there's something particularly enchanting about the equinoxes, those magical points in the year where day and night stand equally tall. During these times, subtle alignments in the solar wind and the magnetosphere create an environment that encourages enhanced auroral activity. Imagine standing beneath an expansive sky in early spring or late fall. The air is crisp around you, a quiet anticipation hanging in the air. You can almost sense the energy buzzing in the atmosphere, the possibility of a vibrant ribbon of light slicing through the dark, a phenomenon that feels almost otherworldly. As you settle in for a night of watching the skies, knowing the best hours to see the auroras can make all the difference. It turns out, local midnight to about 2 a.m. offers a gentle peak for auroral activity. This doesn't mean you should pack up and head home if the clock strikes 3. Rather, it signifies that the depths of night are often the most rewarding. The longer you maintain your watch, the greater the chance you'll be blessed with a sight that takes your breath away. And this is true any night devoid of light. So grab your favorite hot beverage, wrap yourself in a cozy blanket, and settle into the stillness. Finding a good vantage point, away from city lights, allows your eyes to adjust to the darkness. With a little patience, you might just find the sky begin to stir. It could start with a faint whisper of light, perhaps fluttering at the corner of your vision, urging you to look closer. That's when you know your efforts are being rewarded. You might think of this as more than just an ephemeral light show. It becomes a personal moment, one where you can feel intimately connected to nature's wonders. Time passes slowly in these moments, reinforcing the reality that sometimes all we need to do is wait with an open heart for the cosmos to share its secrets. Patience, after all, isn't just a virtue here. It serves as an invitation for the sky to speak, revealing stories written in vibrant swaths across the firmament. Those subtle stirrings result from the dance between solar winds and Earth's magnetic embrace. It's a delicate interplay that feels like a symphony, with every aurora a note resonating through the cold night air. When the auroras finally do emerge, you may find yourself lost in thought, reflecting on life, the universe, or perhaps even your dreams, all while wrapped in an enchanting display that flickers to life above you. And as you witness this magnificent phenomenon, remember that you are part of something much larger. The lights moving gracefully across the sky are a reminder of our place in the universe, small yet connected to the vast cosmic story unfolding around us. Each aurora is uniquely beautiful, and whether you're standing beneath a curtain of green, a patch of pink, or a blend of both, the moment etches itself into your memory. So, on your next adventure into the night, embrace the darkness of autumn and winter. Seek out those quiet evenings filled with patience and anticipation. You may be surprised at how the darkness can transform into a brilliant light show, just waiting to tell you its story, if only you pause long enough to listen. When we think of the mesmerizing dance of light that paints the night sky in vibrant hues of green, purple, and pink, the first image that often comes to mind is that of the aurora borealis. This stunning natural phenomenon enchants countless observers and has inspired dreams of travel to the Arctic's chilly expanses, where the northern lights shimmer and sway like a living ribbon across the celestial canvas. But what about its southern sibling, the aurora australis? Imagine standing on the edge of Antarctica, gazing into the starry night. The air is crisp, biting at your cheeks, but invigorating your spirit. As the darkness settles around you, a soft glow begins to emerge on the horizon, gradually intensifying into vivid strokes of color spinning and swirling above. The southern lights, known as the aurora australis, may not be as widely celebrated as their northern counterpart, but they are just as breathtaking. Both auroras owe their existence to the same phenomenon: solar wind. This steady stream of charged particles emitted by the sun interacts with the Earth's magnetic field, creating a show of ethereal beauty. It's fascinating to consider that these incredible light displays mirror one another across the planet, like reflections in a vast cosmic mirror. Just as the aurora borealis graces the Arctic skies, the aurora australis casts its spell around Antarctica, creating a balance that is a vivid reminder of our planet's interconnectedness. For the adventurous souls lucky enough to witness these celestial displays in person, the experience is often life-changing. Those fortunate enough to venture to places like Ushuaia in Argentina or Hobart in Tasmania often recount tales that sound almost surreal. The colors seem to ripple and flow, and the light almost hums with energy, wrapping around the landscape in a supernatural embrace. It's a true collision of nature's artistry and science, reminding us of the vast dynamic forces at play in our universe. However, access to the aurora australis is quite limited when compared to its northern counterpart. Few people travel far enough south to stand under these lights. This scarcity adds to the allure. It becomes a rare treasure, a beautiful secret of the skies known to only the tiniest fraction of our global population. Because of the corresponding remoteness and harsh climates, witnessing the southern lights often requires a solid dose of determination and adventure. But even for those who can only dream of standing beneath the glowing halos, we can take comfort in the fact that satellites orbiting our planet are privy to the sights that many of us will only see in photographs or videos. They capture those twin auroras in a dance that illustrates the intricacies of our atmosphere and magnetic field. From above, the Earth spins silently, while both lights sparkle and flicker in unison. From the Arctic to Antarctica, they remind us that beauty exists in harmony, even in the most extreme environments. As you reflect on these celestial wonders, consider the experiences of those who have been graced by their brilliance. Imagine the local folklore, stories woven into the cultures that surround these places, tales told around fires, recounting how the auroras came to be, how they weave through the fabric of community life. The northern lights are often viewed as a harbinger of good fortune or a connection to the ancestors, while the southern lights might hold their secrets close, with fewer shared legends and tales. Even though only a minority will ever have the chance to witness the southern lights casting colors across the Antarctic sky, the existence of both the aurora borealis and aurora australis serves as a reminder of the wonders that our Earth has to offer. They connect people across hemispheres, inviting you into their fleeting embrace and hinting at a world beyond our daily lives. The mere idea of their beauty, mirrored in the sky, invites our imaginations to wander, prompting travels to the icy poles in search of elusive, colorful magic. So, whether you're bundled up beneath the frosty northern lights or dreaming of a brave journey to the southern shores where the australis shines, remember that these natural spectacles run deeper than mere visuals. They represent our planet's dynamic nature and remind us of the stories waiting to be told, both in the swirl of colors overhead and in our hearts as we connect with the awe these wonders instill. Ultimately, whether you encounter the northern lights or the southern lights, or simply stand in wonder of their splendor from afar, know that they are an invitation to explore not just the world, but also the endless possibilities within yourself. These radiant displays echo the call of the wild, beckoning you to seek out beauty in all its forms and to celebrate the awe-inspiring connections that bind us together across the globe and throughout time. As we delve deeper into the experience of witnessing the aurora, it's essential to explore an intriguing phenomenon that some enthusiasts and scientists alike have noted: the delicate sounds that can sometimes accompany these spectacular light shows. Imagine standing beneath an expansive night sky swirling with greens, purples, and whites, the celestial dance captivating your senses. But amidst this visual masterpiece, have you ever paused to wonder about the whispers of sound that could be lingering in the air? It might sound almost mystical, faint crackles, or the soft hiss of energy lingering beneath the shimmering aurora. This isn't just the product of our imagination, but has been the focus of scientific exploration for decades. When geomagnetic activity spikes, there's a unique interplay of temperature layers close to the ground that can lead to the accumulation of electric charge. In these rare moments, As nature's orchestra reaches its crescendo, the air around us transforms into a medium for these charges to discharge. The result? Gentle, audible sparks that rise above the regular night sounds, creating an ethereal blend of silence and sound. Yet, for most observers, the experience of the aurora is deeply personal, and each encounter is colored by our own perceptions. You might not hear anything at all, perhaps just the rush of wind through the trees or the crunch of snow beneath your boots. It's a beautifully introspective moment where the visual spectacle takes center stage and the mind begins to quiet itself, allowing the shimmering greens and blues to embed themselves deep within your memory. When you stand there, eyes fixated on the undulating ribbons of light, you can't help but feel a connection to something far greater than yourself. It's in these quiet moments, perhaps enhanced by the occasional crackle or pop of charged particles, that you truly begin to appreciate the stillness around you. Your heart might race slightly with excitement, but your mind finds peace. The aurora isn't just a display of light, it's a silent choreography that nudges us to reflect and be present in our surroundings. And even if it turns out that you don't hear any of those whimsical sounds, it's okay. The absence of them doesn't take away from the awe of the experience. The dance of the aurora, in all its visual glory, has the ability to draw out emotions and thoughts that might remain buried in the daily grind. In observing this natural wonder, the constant chatter of life seems to fade, replaced by a serene understanding that we are part of this world. A fleeting moment crafted by cosmic forces, playing out across the canvas of the sky. With each flicker of light, you're reminded that nature's mysteries run deep. There's something grounding about being out there, away from the noise of everyday life, standing under those swirling colors. As you listen to the soft rustling of the environment, your brain starts to piece together the connections, the interplay of light, sound, and the very air we breathe. It's a reminder that we're all part of a grander story woven into the fabric of the universe. So whether you hear those mysterious sounds beneath the shimmering lights or not, the experience remains profoundly transformative. The auroras invite us into a dialogue that goes beyond mere observation. They prompt us to ponder, to feel, and sometimes to simply be. As you take in this silent symphony, you may find yourself lost in thought, contemplating your place in the world as you absorb the beauty unfolding overhead. Ready to continue the journey? Let's explore how to capture the magic of the aurora, not just with our eyes, but through our memories and stories, ensuring these moments stay with us long after the lights fade. Amidst the silence of frost-covered landscapes, where night falls like a thick blanket, the auroras dance across the sky, igniting a sense of wonder that has echoed through generations. For thousands of years, communities nestled beneath the auroral oval have shared tales that breathe life into these mesmerizing lights. Imagine, if you will, a cold Arctic night, crisp, quiet, and the air electric with anticipation. As you gaze skyward, the heavens shift and swirl in hues of green and violet, painting a canvas far beyond the reach of ordinary life. In these remote regions, where civilization feels like a distant echo, the Sami people of Northern Europe have long revered the lights as celestial messages. Their folklore speaks of the auroras as spirits, guardian figures swirling across the sky, embodying a deep respect for nature. The Sami believe that the dance of the auroras is a call to silence, urging us to be still, to listen, to acknowledge the majesty above. When the lights shimmer, the Sami feel a connecting thread to their ancestors, as if the very souls of those who walk this land before them are weaving through the skies, inviting users to join in a sacred communion. Transitioning to the Inuit, the stories shift, yet hold a thread of reverence. In their traditions, the auroras are often thought of as playful beings, perhaps the spirits of the departed engaging in a game, inviting those below to marvel at their antics. It's a perspective that blends joy with respect. Imagine the laughter of lost loved ones echoed in the radiant arcs of light, a vibrant connection between this world and the next. Their narratives capture the essence of human emotion and remind us that even in the darkest nights, there can be joy and light, a reminder of those we've loved and lost. As these stories weave through generations, they carry a universal theme, a response as spiritual as it is scientific. While modern science explains the auroras with intricate details of particles colliding with our atmosphere and magnetic fields at play, the human reaction remains profoundly personal and poetic. Even as we come to comprehend the mechanics behind these celestial displays, the core of our response does not wane. We look up, we hush, feeling something beyond the mundane, something that whispers to our very souls. There's an awe that transcends knowledge, an innate recognition that we are part of a grand narrative, bound to the universe in ways we may never fully understand. And so, as we gather around campfires or stand alone in the vast wilderness, breathing in the chilly air and feasting our eyes upon the auroras, we find ourselves intertwined in both myth and reality. The stories of the Sami and Inuit remind us that there's more than just a scientific explanation. There's a shared human experience. Each radiant twist in the sky calls us to reflect on our lives, our connections, and the legacy of those who have come before. In each flicker of green and burst of violet, we sense a reassurance, an understanding that despite our varied cultures and traditions, we all share the same sky. Above us, the auroras invite us to wonder, to connect, and to resonate with something larger than ourselves, a gentle mythos wrapped in the undeniable beauty of the natural world. As we dive into the mesmerizing colors of the auroras, it's essential to consider not just the visual spectacle, but the intricate chemistry behind these enchanting displays. When we gaze up at the northern or southern skies, we're witnessing not just light, but a beautiful ballet of particles and atoms, each contributing in its own unique way to the interplay of colors that dance across the firmament. Let's start with the iconic green auroras, the emerald ribbons that often captivate our hearts and imaginations. What causes this vibrant green glow? At the core of this phenomenon is oxygen, but it's not just any interaction of oxygen. It's a tantalizingly slow atomic transition. You see, the green we perceive doesn't just shoot out instantaneously. It's a product of patience, an almost languid release of energy from oxygen atoms that can take place only under certain conditions. In our thick atmosphere, atoms are bustling about, colliding at high speeds. But when we reach those high-altitude, thin air locales, the conditions become more favorable. Here, oxygen atoms can wait. They experience fewer interruptions, and when they finally release energy, it results in that glowing green light. It's fascinating to think about, isn't it? When you're camping under the stars, bundled in blankets while the cool wind kisses your cheeks, The colorful auroras overhead stem from the quiet tenacity of oxygen atoms. They linger in their state, almost as if they're enjoying the view too, waiting to reveal their brilliant glow to the world. Now, while the green auroras may seem to ripple quickly across the horizon, there's another color at play: deep red. As we climb even higher into the atmosphere, we find that red hues emerge from oxygen, transitioning through a slow, deliberate process. These crimson veils, unlike their green counterparts, possess a steadiness that can feel like time itself has slowed down. When you spot those rich red curtains in the night sky, they embody a sense of calm, an ethereal reminder of the serene patience of the high-altitude oxygen atoms. This contrast creates a fascinating dynamic. While the lower green curtains flicker and ripple with frenetic activity, the upper red layers invoke a sense of stability and steadiness. It's a visual representation of two opposing rhythms, one vibrant, quick, and playful, the other deep, slow, and contemplative. Think of it as the aurora's way of performing a symphony in light, where each color plays its own tempo. And let's not forget the role that nitrogen plays in this cosmic performance. As the auroras flare, the purples and pinks added by nitrogen create the delicate outlines and sharp edges of the display. These colors are not just accents, they provide depth and dimension, transforming the ordinary sky into a canvas of extraordinary emotions. Each hue contributes its own personality. The green pulse invigorates, the red calm anchors, and the nitrous purples grant elegance, a visual dance of chemistry in the sky. In this cosmic drama, the hues we see are more than just pretty colors. They are a rhythm of atomic interactions, a manifestation of different tempos as they come together to form a stunning display of nature's artistry. Each color tells a story through its own pace, reminding us that even in the natural world, time, and the science behind it, plays a crucial role in shaping our experiences. So, the next time you find yourself watching an aurora flickering across the sky, take a moment to appreciate not just the beauty of the colors, but the incredible patience of the atoms involved. Allow yourself to get lost in the rhythm of the colors, the quick ripples of green, the steady embrace of red, and the delicate dance of purples and pinks. It's a vivid reminder that every moment, even in nature, carries with it a tempo, a story, and a lesson in patience. Imagine standing under a vast, starry sky, limited only by the edges of your imagination. And just as you begin to relax into the stillness of night, swaths of vibrant color start to dance across the horizon. You might think it's all about the beauty, but underneath this tranquil spectacle lies a hidden world of electric currents, working silently, weaving through the atmosphere. Welcome to the realm of field-aligned currents, those quiet conduits of energy that flow along the Earth's magnetic field lines into and out of the polar atmosphere. These electric currents, often overlooked in the splendor of the aurora, are a vital part of our planet's electrical system. Picture them as nature's own electrical wires, threading their way through the sky, completing loops via the ionosphere and magnetosphere, layers of the Earth's atmosphere that conduct electricity. While you may not feel these currents at your feet, their presence is felt all around you, painting the sky in mesmerizing displays of light. You see, these currents are like the silent workers behind the scenes, weaving invisible threads that connect one part of our planet to another. They carry electric charges into the atmosphere, giving rise to the enchanting flickers and arcs you may have noticed in an aurora. One moment, the sky is a deep, dark canvas. The next, a cascade of greens and purples sparkles like a living painting. All the while, these field-aligned currents are at work, shaping and influencing the patterns above us. At times, particularly during geomagnetic storms, these currents can amplify their impact on our world. Think about it. When the sun sends out a coronal mass ejection, a burst of solar wind and magnetic fields, they can cause these hidden currents to stir more vigorously. The result? Disturbances that might disrupt radio communications or cause power grids to work a little harder. Imagine the slight flicker of your lights while you're working on a project, only to realize it's the sky pulsating with energy from above. Yet most nights, these field-aligned currents remain in the background, performing their duties quietly. They're the unsung heroes of the aurora, scattered across the sky yet invisible to the eye. It's like knowing there's an intricate symphony playing, even if you can't see the musicians. The beauty of the aurora is loud, vibrant, and obvious, yet it is these electrical currents that lend a deeper meaning to the celestial performance, stirring and shaping the light that captivates our gaze. So the next time you find yourself outside on a chilly night watching the auroras dance, take a moment to appreciate not only the colors, but the scientific marvel underpinning that spectacle. Imagine those field-aligned currents flowing above you, conducting their electric symphony, and realize that you are witnessing the expressions of a cosmic conversation happening all around you. And even though they are mostly unnoticed, their influence can be felt in the air and the atmosphere, the quiet energy of the universe, connecting us to the earth in ways we can't always see. The sheer thought of these hidden currents reminds us of the complexities of our planet and the beauty that lies in its unseen forces. The aurora is not just a light show, it's a beautiful interplay of natural phenomena we're privileged to witness. A dance of electric energy that lights up the sky, drawing us into its embrace and leaving us in awe of nature's artistry. As we dive into the world of coronal holes and their effects on Earth, it's fascinating to think about how the universe communicates with us in the form of auroras. Many think that spectacular lights in the sky are solely the result of explosive solar flares. But here's a lesser-known fact. Not all auroras rely on these grand displays of solar activity. Sometimes it's the quieter, more subtle movements of our closest star that create the magic we witness. Picture this. The sun, billions of miles away, pulses with energy. Among its chaotic surface are these long-lived coronal holes. These holes, which seem like openings in the sun's magnetic field, allow charged particles from the solar wind to travel freely into the solar system. Unlike the erratic outbursts of solar flares, these coronal holes create high-speed streams that flow in consistent torrents. Imagine a slow, steady stream rather than a sudden downpour. This is the kind of rhythm these coronal holes provide. These streams can last for days, slowly creeping through the vastness of space. When they reach Earth, they interact with our magnetic field, igniting the auroral oval, the area around the magnetic poles where auroras are most frequently seen. It's less dramatic than those explosive flares, but creates a captivating display of light that can linger night after night. In effect, we become the lucky audience of a natural light show that's orchestrated by the sun's more gentle but dependable demeanor. This brings to mind that saying, "It's the slow rain that fills the river." While we often search for the thunderous roars of activity, it's these softer, enduring moments that build within us an appreciation for the cosmic ballet that's taking place above us. Each night, as the streams from coronal holes envelop the earth, there's a sense of peace and wonder. The auroras that dance across the sky invite us to pause and reflect on how our connection to Earth intertwines with the rhythms of solar activity. Now, you might wonder how these streams manifest into those stunning displays we see. The energy from the solar wind particles collides with molecules in Earth's atmosphere. The result? A dazzling array of colors, ranging from greens to purples, swirling across the sky like nature's own canvas. It's a phenomenon that not only captures the beauty of the universe, but also reminds us of our place in it. Tiny beings on a spinning planet, experiencing the wonders of cosmic energy. So, the next time you catch sight of the northern lights or any aurora, take a moment to think about the gentle embrace of these solar winds, streaming tirelessly from coronal holes, quiet witnesses in a chaotic universe. These beautiful displays are more than a light show. They symbolize harmony and resilience, reminding us that brilliance doesn't always need to be loud or explosive. Sometimes, it's the soft glow of a long-lived stream that leaves the most lasting impression. As we explore the enchanting dance of the aurora borealis, it's essential to pinpoint the locations that cradle this breathtaking phenomenon. Imagine standing beneath a shimmering sky, surrounded by pristine landscapes. The entire world feels both remote and inviting. Let's take a soft journey through some of the best places to witness this celestial ballet. First, we find ourselves in Norway, specifically in Tromsø. Often dubbed the gateway to the Arctic, Tromsø is a vibrant city steeped in history, yet it sits right beneath the auroral oval. Here, the rugged fjords and towering mountains frame the night sky, making every aurora sighting feel like a cosmic gift. The locals are warm, often inviting travelers into their cafes, sharing stories over steaming cups of coffee, all while the aurora twirls overhead. It's a place where you can warm your soul just as much as your fingers. A short journey away lies Senja, Norway's second largest island, where you'll find a patchwork of stunning landscapes, from dramatic cliffs plummeting into the ocean to tranquil valleys cloaked in snow. In Senja, you can often escape the bustle of the more tourist-driven hotspots and immerse yourself in the serene ambiance. Standing there, gazing up at the tapestry of greens and pinks dancing across the night, you might just feel the gentle embrace of the vast wilderness around you. Crossing the border into Sweden, we uncover Abisko, a tiny gem with a population that feels more like a close-knit family than a town. Abisko National Park is renowned for its clear skies and minimal light pollution, making it an optimal spot for aurora viewing. Here, cozy lodges dot the landscape, inviting you to settle in for the night. The nearby lake reflects the night sky's vivid hues, creating a dreamlike setting that enhances the aurora's allure. It's here you might find yourself wrapped in a blanket, surrounded by friends or fellow travelers, all collectively holding their breath as the aurora unfurls overhead. Just down the road in Kiruna, the world seems to pause. This northernmost town in Sweden is a gateway to the Arctic wilderness. Picture snow-laden trees and a quaint little town where time moves at a different pace. Kiruna's Ice Hotel, built anew every winter, invites guests into a world hewn from ice and snow, reinforcing that sense of rugged beauty surrounding you. The stars twinkle above as you step outside, and if the aurora makes an appearance, your heart will race with delight. Traveling eastward, we arrive in Finnish Lapland, around Rovaniemi, the official home of Santa Claus. Now, while you might think of festive cheer, what's truly magical is how this region transforms under the dance of the aurora. The warmth of Finnish hospitality combines perfectly with the chill in the air, creating an inviting atmosphere. Imagine taking a husky sled ride through the tranquil, snowy landscapes, the thrill of the dogs pulling you across the white expanse, while above, the aurora pirouettes, illuminating the world around you. Let's not forget the dark coasts of Iceland. Places like Reykholt and the Snæfellsnes Peninsula offer unique settings. The juxtaposition of rugged volcanic landscapes against the night sky is extraordinarily dramatic. Picture standing on a black sand beach, waves crashing at your feet, and the aurora blooming in colors that feel almost surreal. Here, you can chase the lights away from the cities, finding solitude in the wild beauty of nature, coupled with the hum of distant waterfalls. Venturing across the North American continent, we arrive at Yellowknife and Whitehorse in Canada. These towns are often considered some of the best places in the world to view the northern lights. Yellowknife boasts its own unique charm, perched on the shores of Great Slave Lake, where the crisp air sharpens your senses. The community here comes alive during aurora season, with storytelling, local culinary delights, and a camaraderie amongst those aiming to capture the celestial show. Fairbanks, Alaska, also beckons. Here, visitors can immerse themselves in a multitude of activities, from dog sledding to local cultural experiences, while waiting for the auroras to grace the sky. The historic Old Town, against the backdrop of the aurora, creates a canvas where history meets magic, giving you a more profound connection to the land. A short hop across the Greenland Sea brings southward visions of endless landscapes with southern Greenland, a perfect playground for aurora hunters. The openness of the terrain allows endless viewing opportunities. Standing atop a glacier, you may feel like you're at the very edge of the earth, where the sky spills color all around you. Turning our gaze southward, the aurora australis, its southern counterpart, offers a different yet equally captivating allure. Tasmania and New Zealand's far south, with their dramatic coastlines and wild, untouched beauty, promise a heart-stopping experience. In Tasmania, remote lodges provide sanctuary as you await the lights, offering a cozy retreat after exploring the lush wilderness by day. In New Zealand, as you trek through landscapes featured in films, the aurora overhead feels like a natural extension of this magical land. In considering where to experience these surreal lights, remember that city lights often pale in comparison to nature's grandeur. A small, clear village can easily surpass a bright, cloudy capital when it comes to the auroral show. Above all, the journey is about comfort. Dress warmly. Wrap yourself in layers that keep your body heat locked in. Let slow breaths guide your anticipation. The true essence of aurora watching is in taking your time, enjoying the serene beauty and the shared experience with friends, fellow travelers, or even the night sky alone. Cultivating a sense of comfort allows you to fully appreciate the wonder above, creating memories that will linger long after the lights fade away. So pack those warm clothes, prepare for adventure, and carve out those moments. Underneath the auroras, waits an enchanting world, ready to step into your story. As we dive into patience techniques for sky watching, it's essential to embrace the essence of unhurried observation. The auroras reward those who take their time. Imagine yourself enveloped in the cold air of the Arctic or the profound stillness of the Antarctic, waiting with an eager heart as the night sky unfolds its wonders. This is not merely about watching. It's about immersing yourself in the experience, allowing the magic of nature to reveal itself in its own time. When you first arrive under the vast dark canopy, pause for a moment. Your eyes are adjusting. They need time to transition from the bright lights of civilization to the star-speckled darkness above. Allow your eyesight 10 to 15 minutes to adapt. After all, in this serene wilderness, patience becomes your most valuable ally. During this period, you may feel restless, your mind racing with anticipation, thinking of that shimmering curtain of lights. But hold on to that excitement, because the best views are often just on the other side of serenity. Once your eyes begin to adjust, face the north if you're in the Arctic or south if you're in the Antarctic. Gradually scan the sky. Look for a faint gray-green band, barely perceptible at first. It's easy to overlook these subtle signals. After all, cameras have an uncanny ability to pick up on gradients of light that our naked eye might miss. Social media feeds overflow with breathtaking images of dazzling auroras, and though they may help set the stage for the spectacle, remember that the real experience is felt, not just photographed. Let your vision catch up gracefully. After all, it's not just about seeing, it's about experiencing. The auroras, their flickering ribbons of colors, are as much about the anticipation as they are about the eruption of light. If, during your quiet scanning, you spot that elusive arc forming in the sky, don't rush to pack up your gear and leave. Stay a while. The display can be erratic. A long period of calm might suddenly break into vibrant explosions of color. This is where patience pays off. The wait can transform into awe in an instant. Think of your time spent under the stars as a meditative ritual. With every breath you take, let the calmness of the environment seep into your soul. Listen to the soft sounds of night, the crunch of snow beneath your boots, or the rustle of wind through distant trees. Immerse yourself in these moments. You'll find that the sky seems to reward those who embrace the stillness, those willing to just be present in the moment. And remember, the show is as much about the anticipation as the dazzling waves of light. Your heart beats in synchrony with the pulse of the universe. Every flicker holds a story. It can be easy to feel impatient, particularly when wrapped up in the excitement of a potential sighting. But instead of checking your watch or your phone, try to detach. Engage your other senses. Feel the chill in the air. Gaze at the shadows cast by moonlight, and drink in the sweeping, untouched beauty of the landscape around you. Patience under the stars is not passive. It's an active form of engagement. It's about tuning in to a rhythm that is often drowned out by the noise of our daily lives. If you spot an arc, take a deep breath and let the moment wash over you. Bask in the glow that it brings, and let it remind you that beauty often takes time to reveal itself. In the heart of the Arctic or Antarctic night, where time seems suspended, remember, every second spent waiting under that pristine sky increases the likelihood of experiencing something extraordinary. So, wrap yourself in layers, grab a warm drink, and relish the quiet. As the aurora awakens, let its dance become a reflection of the patience you've nurtured, the journey that led you to this magical encounter with nature. As we explore the fascinating realm of space weather, the term geomagnetic storms may evoke images of impending chaos, but in reality, many of these storms are more of a cosmic invitation to witness one of nature's most breathtaking phenomena, the auroras. Picture this. You're bundled up in a cozy jacket, standing under a starry sky, and suddenly, ribbons of green and pink light start dancing across the horizon. It's simply mesmerizing, the universe putting on a show for those who are willing to stop, look up, and breathe in the beauty of the moment. So, how do these captivating displays happen? The process begins with the solar wind, a continuous stream of charged particles emanating from the sun. Imagine the sun as a giant cosmic fountain, spraying these particles into space. Occasionally, this solar wind carries with it a magnetic field that has a special connection with Earth's own magnetic field, especially when it points southward. When this alignment occurs, energy is drawn into our planet's magnetosphere, almost like a cosmic handshake. Now, what happens next is where the magic really begins. As this energy funnels into the magnetosphere, it gets funneled along Earth's magnetic field lines, making its way toward the poles. When it finally reaches the upper atmosphere, it interacts with gas molecules, causing them to light up. This phenomenon transforms into the beautiful auroras we see, green hues of oxygen blending with reds and purples from nitrogen, creating a spectacular light show. It's a reminder of the beauty our universe holds, often overlooked amidst the clamor of daily life. But let's pause for a moment to consider who's holding on to this information. It's not just scientists with telescopes and satellites high above our heads. Many people, like pilots and grid operators, actively monitor space weather for safety and stability in their work. After all, geomagnetic storms can potentially interfere with satellite operations and affect power grids. So, while they're crunching data and keeping our skies and systems safe, you and I can appreciate the quiet beauty of these events without that stress. On the human level, think about the serenity that comes when we find ourselves amidst nature's light show. Standing under the northern or southern lights, it's as if time stands still. We gather around fires, share stories of experiences, and take a moment to acknowledge the majesty of our planet's connection to the cosmos. It's a chance to breathe deeply, let go of daily worries, and invite a sense of wonder into our lives. In essence, although geomagnetic storms might sound dramatic, they can be grounded in calmness, an opportunity to connect with the universe rather than fear it. Just by looking up at the night sky, we leave behind the chaos and cling to a childlike sense of awe, the same sense that likely inspired our ancestors when they saw the auroras for the first time hundreds or thousands of years ago. So, every time you find yourself overwhelmed, remember to take a moment, step outside, look up, and embrace the beauty that surrounds us, because from here, under the vastness of the cosmos, we truly find ourselves grounded in the miracle of existence. The next time you're outside on a clear night, you might just catch a glimpse of those dancing lights, and in that moment of connection, you'll understand that space weather isn't simply a scientific phenomenon. It's a bridge that links us to the extraordinary universe beyond. What an incredible way to ignite our curiosity and fuel our appreciation for the natural wonders that await us in the world around us. Capturing the beauty of the aurora is not just about the technical aspects of photography. It's an experience that goes beyond the camera lens. It's about immersing yourself in the moment. Perhaps you've stood under a vast night sky, shivering in the frost, but feeling the pulse of the earth beneath your feet as flashes of green, purple, and pink dance overhead. You're entranced, but how do you convey that magic through your photography? First things first, let's talk about the tools you'll be using. Wide lenses are your best friends out in the cold. They gather the entire expanse of the sky, creating a gateway to the cosmos right in front of you. The wider the lens, the more immersive the photograph. You want your audience to feel as if they're standing right there with you, breathing in the cool night air, surrounded by a kaleidoscope of colors. But remember, it's not just about the lens. It's how you wield it. A steady support system, whether that's a tripod or a stable ground, is crucial. The aurora is in constant motion. Capturing it requires a stillness that brings balance to the chaos of swirling colors above. Longer exposures work like magic in this scenario. With just a few seconds, you can transform the rapid movements of the northern lights into smooth brushstrokes, softening those vivid lines and creating a dreamlike tableau. And that's when you feel the stillness, not in the absence of sound, but in the peace that envelops you. Now, if you're feeling bold, you can experiment with shorter exposures. This technique keeps the rays crisp and dynamic, showcasing their flaring intensity. It's exhilarating to capture those fleeting moments. But what does that mean if you forget to immerse yourself in the experience? Each click of the shutter is merely a reminder to look up, to breathe in the awe-inspiring spectacle of the unfolding sky. Yet technology can sometimes become a barrier between us and the wonders we wish to capture. There's something deeply human about standing there, feeling the chill, watching the waves of the aurora pulse overhead without the goal of snapping the perfect picture. In these moments, the pixels on a screen lose their significance, and the memories you create with your senses, the fresh air, the quiet whispers of the night, the sense of being utterly small in the vastness of the universe, begin to matter more. So, while your camera might be working away, making the pixels dance in the right order, it's essential to take moments to disengage from it. Put the camera down, look up, and let yourself go. Let the aurora become a part of you. Take a deep breath and absorb the sound of the light moving above. Engaging with the natural world creates a sense of connection, reminding you that you're part of something much bigger than yourself. In the brisk silence, you realize that it's not just about capturing the aurora, it's about being present with it. Those moments away from the lens heighten your appreciation for what's happening in the sky, fully embracing the magic as it unfolds above you, reminding us that life and art are often best when we slow down and soak in the atmosphere. As it's easy to get lost in settings, let's not forget that interacting with nature can also fuel your creativity. Allow the experience to guide you. Each flicker of light tells a story, and what better way to translate that onto a canvas than through the lens of your experience? Take your time. Photography without rush is less about deadlines and more about resonating with the emotions and sensations of the moment. And when you finally do decide to press the shutter again, allow it to be a deliberate act, immersed in the energy of the aurora. Frame it not just with your camera, but with your heart. Each shot will not only capture an image, but also encapsulate the very essence of that night, connecting all the threads of emotion into a narrative that is authentically yours. Memory becomes your greatest tool, your feelings, your guide. After all, in this beautiful dance of lights, the most profound images often reside not just within the photographs, but within the cherished moments of stillness spent beneath the universe. As night falls across the Arctic landscapes, the air grows still, and the world transforms beneath the shimmering dance of the aurora borealis. Imagine standing outside, wrapped in layers against the frigid air, watching the colors swirl and shift in a display that feels almost otherworldly. It's at this moment that we realize the connection between these magnificent lights and the creatures that share this frigid realm. Let's begin with the iconic reindeer and caribou. These majestic animals embark on long migrations, traversing vast frozen terrains. Picture them moving gracefully through the snow, the soft crunch of their hooves breaking the silence of the night. Underneath the ethereal glow of the aurora, they continue their journey as if guided by a cosmic compass. These migrations are more than mere instinct. They are a dance with nature, mapped across generations. They instinctively know when it's time to move, following old trails carved by their ancestors. The aurora, while mesmerizing and beautiful, doesn't disturb the rhythm of their lives. To the delicate creatures of this realm, the lights are but a soft flicker painted across an already vibrant canvas, a visual serenade that barely disrupts their essential routines. Now shift your focus to the Arctic fox, with its thick fur and keen sense of curiosity. These small, agile hunters prowl the snowy expanses under the same pale light that guides the reindeer. You can almost picture them, crouched low, ears perked, as they listen intently to the whisper of their surroundings. As the auroras weave their magic overhead, the fox becomes a part of this natural symphony, hunting with a deliberate grace that mirrors the swaying colors of the sky. And don't forget the owls, silent and skilled. They glide through the night, their silhouettes barely discernible against the backdrop of swirling green and purple. With eyes attuned to the faintest movements below, their hunt is cloaked in an elegance that seems to resonate with the stillness of the aurora overhead. In this light, the boundaries between earth and sky blur, and time appears to stand still as predator and prey engage in an age-old dance. As we observe these interactions, it's easy to imagine how the presence of the aurora might inspire a sense of deep connection among the Arctic wildlife. It may seem like a distraction from their busy lives, yet many animals carry on undeterred, as though the lights are a gentle reminder of the beauty encircling them, rather than a disturbance. Shared moments like this invite us, as human observers, to reflect on the quiet elegance that exists in the wild. Just as we find peace in watching the stars twinkle in the night sky, there resides a profound calm among these animals, a realization that they too are part of a larger tapestry woven with the threads of time and nature. In that sense, the aurora isn't just a visual phenomenon. It encapsulates a serene stillness, a reminder that the world speaks in its own language. For every flicker and pulse of the lights, there's an unspoken bond that connects the creatures below, each thriving within this frozen expanse. The skies above and the land below become one in those moments, harmonizing in silence, drawing upon ages of existence, transformation, and resilience. So, next time you gaze at a dazzling aurora, consider the myriad of lives it touches. Understand that beneath that celestial glow, a hidden world continues its intricate dance, one that quietly witnesses the beauty of the cosmos, tumultuous yet peaceful, mirroring our own search for connection and tranquility in the night. Through these glimmers, we find an invitation to listen, not just with our ears, but with our hearts, to the age-old stories written in the stars. From the unique vantage point of space, astronauts experience the breathtaking beauty of the aurora in a way that most of us on Earth can only dream about. Imagine being enveloped in silence, gliding through the cosmos, and peering down at our planet. The view below reveals not just a distant home, but a canvas painted with vibrant colors, a living, breathing spectacle of light that stretches as far as the eye can see. As they orbit high above, astronauts witness the auroras as these majestic glowing rings that dance around the Earth's polar regions. The glowing bands of green and red wrap elegantly around the planet, their luminous waves ebbing and flowing gently across the curve of the Earth's edge. With these stunning hues, the auroras seem to transcend the limits of our understanding of weather. Viewing them from space distills the experience into something both enormous and intimate, a cosmic storm of color that reminds us of our place in the universe. Each flicker and ripple of the aurora sings an ancient song of connection between the sun and our planet. It's a reminder that this dazzling light show is not a mere local weather phenomenon, but rather a grand conversation, millions of miles in the making. The sun's solar winds, with all their fierce energy, collide with Earth's magnetic field and atmosphere, creating these beautiful displays that ignite the night sky with wonder. For those who spend time in space, the auroras are an awe-inspiring sight that fills a profound sense of humility. While we live our daily lives, stressed by deadlines, routine, and responsibilities, there's a tranquility found in the knowledge that dynamic forces are at play, shaping our world in ways we can barely comprehend. It brings perspective, as you realize that what seems so fleeting and ethereal, like a quick flash of color in the night, carries with it a depth of scientific significance and existential wonder. In one moment, these colorful displays serve as a cosmic reminder of the infinite processes at work in our solar system, and in the next, they evoke the warmth of human connection. As astronauts gaze upon the auroras, they often think of loved ones back home, feeling a pull toward Earth despite the vast distance separating them. There's an overwhelming beauty in recognizing that while the auroras might look celestial, they are also deeply personal. They hold stories that span generations, cultures, and experiences. Imagining the astronauts floating in the International Space Station, they might even pause to share a moment of wonder, perhaps recording a video, capturing the vibrant dance of colors below, to share with friends and family. Each moment spent watching that swirling luminosity carries with it a piece of their heart, a memory in the making, and the spirit of those they hold dear. What's extraordinary is how these ethereal displays reflect the interconnectedness of all life on our planet. From the bustling cities that light up the night to the quiet towns nestled under the vastness of the sky, the auroras remind us that we are all part of a larger tapestry, a dance of energy and time. Just as the solar winds meet the Earth's magnetic field, our lives are constantly intersecting with the lives of others, flowing together in a boundless rhythm that is as complex as it is beautiful. So, next time you catch sight of the faintest glimmer of an aurora illuminating the night sky, remember it's not just a spectacle, it's nature's own visual symphony, echoing the whispers of our planet's connection to the cosmos. Those radiant waves are the Earth's way of saying that it's alive and ever-flowing, and even from afar, we can feel the pulse of our world. As we watch it from our cities, we might just be reminded of the beautiful stories that bind us all together, human beings, no matter where we reside, sharing in the awe of something much greater than ourselves. As the evening deepens, anticipation fills the air. You've trudged out into the snowy expanse, wrapped in layers, hot cocoa thermos in hand, eyes scanning the heavens for the telltale dance of the aurora borealis. But tonight, the sky gives nothing. It holds on to its blanket of gray, stubbornly shutting out the vibrant colors you've come to crave. Sometimes, the clouds are a relentless reminder that nature has her own timetable. On these nights, the experience can feel deflating, even disheartening. With temperatures dropping, you might wonder if tonight will ever yield the magic you seek. But amidst the silence, there lies a deeper lesson waiting to be uncovered. When the lights don't come, we're granted an opportunity to engage with the environment in a way that's often overlooked. Beneath that moonless sky, intricacies of the Arctic landscape reveal themselves. The snow crunches under your boots, a sound so distinctive it roots you in the moment. Each step resonates in the stillness that envelops the valley. You take a deep breath, watching as your own warm breath rises and dissipates into the frosty air, becoming momentarily visible before disappearing. It's a gentle reminder of your presence in this vast, quiet world. During these still nights, surrounded by vastness, let your senses awaken to the subtler details. The icy winds whisper through the pines, leaving an echo that mingles with your thoughts. The quietness, often perceived as disappointment, transforms into an invitation to connect with the surroundings. Wrapped in the frosty embrace of winter, you can hear the soft rustle of snowflakes, like the faintest applause, teaching you that even in silence, there is music. While your gaze is fixed on the cloud-covered sky, remember that this stillness is also part of the aurora experience. Each moment of waiting and wondering contributes to understanding that not everything in life operates on our schedule. The anticipation becomes a thread that ties you to the landscape, the quiet, the cold, even the darkness. They all build up to the joy of what is yet to come. In time, as the night progresses, a calm acceptance washes over you. You settle into the rhythm of this moment, realizing that awe does not solely reside in the spectacle of shifting lights, but in the beauty of the breathtaking surroundings themselves. This vast, tranquil expanse is a painter's canvas, whether adorned with color or dressed in monochrome. Looking at the cloudy horizon, you can't help but feel a sense of gratitude. Each breath, each sound, each shift in the air feeds into the anticipation of what's to come. And perhaps, just perhaps, it's that very anticipation, the building sense of excitement, that makes the reward of the aurora even sweeter when it finally arrives. Then there's something profoundly intimate about sharing this stillness with others. Maybe you're not alone out here. Friends or family are gathered around, sharing stories, or simply enjoying the silence together. Laughter and quiet conversations intersperse with awe as all share in the experience of waiting. That camaraderie becomes a warm light that seeps into the chilly night, reminding you that even without the aurora's glow, there's still magic in connection. And when at last the clouds part, oh, what a moment that will be. The joy bursting forth will feel earnestly acquired, each second of waiting paying off like the climactic rise of a symphony. The moment the river of light cascades across the night sky, it's not merely a display of colorful lights, it's the culmination of your patience, the shared experience, and a deep connection to nature itself. It's in these moments, amid the quietude of the Arctic, that we truly understand wonder is not about the schedule, but about the journey taken to experience it. As you continue to stand in the stillness tonight, embrace it. Let it seep into your soul like the frost in the air. When the lights do finally come, you'll savor it not just as a spectacle in the sky, but as a deeply earned reward from the universe, a moment that transcends scheduling and taps into the raw, unfiltered beauty of the world around you. And who knows, perhaps those random bursts of magic only appear when you learn to appreciate the lull before they arrive. As we reach the gentle conclusion of our journey tonight, let's talk about something that brings us all together, no matter where we are in the world: the wonder of the northern lights. It's as if the universe is painting a masterpiece across the vast expanse of the night sky, inviting us to pause and reflect. The physics behind these stunning displays isn't just a series of calculations. It's a profound reminder of our connection to something much larger than ourselves. These luminous ribbons of light, dancing effortlessly about the heavens, are the result of an intricate dance between solar winds and Earth's magnetic field. Imagine, if you will, these particles traveling over 150 million kilometers from the sun to us, only to collide with our atmosphere, creating a visual symphony that is both beautiful and humbling. Each vibrant arc and every shimmering curtain is an echo of life thriving in the cosmos, a proof that our planet is not just a rock in space, but a dynamic entity full of energy and vitality. When you gaze up at the northern lights, you're not merely observing a natural phenomenon. You are witnessing a cosmic embrace, a connection that ties our small, individual lives to the celestial dance of stars and planets. It's a gentle reminder that, despite our busy lives, we are part of a much grander picture, a universe alive with possibilities. It nudges us to embrace the moment and to reflect on the journey we've taken to get here, under this magnificent sky. And as you close your eyes tonight, let the calm of this journey envelop you. Allow the sparkling lights above to serve as a metaphor for your dreams, hopes, and aspirations. Picture yourself resting beneath a vibrant sky that remembers how to glow, just as you remember how to dream. Each glimmering aurora is like a whisper from the universe, urging you to find peace in the rhythms of life, to cherish the still moments, and to let go of worries that lie just beyond this moment. If this serene journey has helped you unfurl your thoughts and bring you peace, know that you are always welcome here. The message of the Northern Lights is one of connection and solace. Whenever you find yourself yearning for a calm moment, for a gentle reminder of life's beauty, you can always return. Before we drift off into the land of dreams, it would mean the world to us if you could share your thoughts with us. Let us know where you're listening from. Each place holds its own stories, its own interpretations of the night sky. Every place contributes to the rich tapestry of life on Earth, reminding us how precious and varied our experiences are. So, as the night carries you into sleep, remember the glow above. Let it wash over you, carrying with it the warmth of countless stories and aspirations. Embrace the rhythm of the universe and know that you are a vital part of this great cosmic story, always connected, always grounded, even while you drift among the stars.